The cold weather is creeping in, but that's no reason to keep you from getting outside this fall. Here are 5 chances for you to get out and enjoy that crisp autumn air. Get one last big hike in this fall with AMC's hiking trip to Mount Moosilauke in New Hampshire. Known as the Gentle Giant, Mount Moosilauke's vast open summit offers stunning views of New Hampshire, Vermont, and even Canada. This is a 7+ mile hike with a 3,000-foot plus elevation gain, so it's not for the faint of heart. It won't be a race to the top, but good fitness is required. Prepare for daytime highs in the low 40s. It's all on October 20th, and you can go to amcboston.org for more info. If leaf peeping is more your speed, then join the AMC on October 5th for their Welch Dickey Loop leaf peeping hike. The Welch Dickey Loop is a moderate hike, about 4.4 miles with a 1,650 elevation gain. Plus, you'll hit up to 2 mountain peaks on this hike. For details, you know where to go, amcboston.org. The AMC's got one more event this fall that might pique your interest, fall cycling in the Berkshires. This 3-night cycling trip will be a series of 25 to 50 mile lead rides along country roads in the scenic Taconic Range along the New York-Massachusetts border. Previous group cycling experience in hilly terrain is highly recommended, though not necessarily for strong flatland cyclists. The trip is under $300 and includes 3 nights lodging in a country home, 3 breakfasts, and 2 happy hours and dinners. The trip is October 11th through 14th. Go to amcboston.org to register. Every year on October 31st at sunset, the recently traditional fictional Morris team performs an anti-Morris dance. If you're wondering what an anti-Morris dance is, it's the other Morris dance. And if you're wondering what that means, well, you'll have to consult the writings of Terry Pratchett. Join them at 5 p.m. at the Somerville Community Growing Center for pumpkin carols and the anti-Morris dance, after which the dancers will fade into the night. If you're confused, well, you're just going to have to go check it out. A new local nonprofit, M3 Outdoor Adventures, is hosting Oktoberfells on October 27th in the Middlesex Fells Reservation. Formerly known as Fall for the Fells, this event will fundraise for the M3OA mission of bringing young people outside. All registered racers will receive a discounted meal ticket and a beverage ticket, and the first 100 adult registrants will get a free t-shirt. Each child in the 1K Family Fun Race will receive a handcrafted award and an ice cream. Go to m3outdooradventures.com to register. Just go outside. It's good for you. Hello, Cambridge. Today in the studio we have Dylan Foley, who's here to talk to us about Honk Fest. Dylan, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
So to get started, why don't you tell us a little bit about Honk Fest, what it is, and how you've been involved?
Honk Fest is, well, Honk is a global community of street bands from all over the world, and we get together to play and take over public spaces and play for free, 100% volunteer.
Awesome.
Top to bottom, front to back, and many of the bands play for activist causes, whether for music as a public service to bring the community together, or everything from climate change to prison reform to you name it.
Awesome. So wide variety.
Yes, a wide variety of things.
Cool. And so why is Honk kind of important to the Cambridge community and the greater worldwide community?
Well, do you like free music?
I do.
Do you like seeing magical things unfold in the streets?
I do.
And moving your body to fantastic music and moving your soul and moving your heart and getting out and reclaiming the streets for feet and horns and bicycles and activist causes.
Well, yeah, there you have it. Those are all great things. So what kind of bands and performers can we expect to see in
You're
this
going
festival?
to see street bands, and I don't like saying marching bands because you say marching bands and everybody thinks, you know, people in uniforms marching out onto the field during halftime and playing Louie Louie, and you're not going to hear that kind of music at Honk. This is music that draws from street band cultures from all over the world. So you'll hear bands from New Orleans. We have the Young Fellas from New Orleans coming up. So you'll hear Second Line New Orleans, funk, jazz style music. You'll hear bands that are influenced by music of the Balkans and Eastern Europe. You'll hear Haitian Rah-Rah. We have 2 Haitian Rah-Rah bands, which is, you know, percussion groups with horns that have fixed pitches where each pitch plays, you know, a part of the melody, and they make this sort of, it's kind of like acoustic trance music.
Ooh,
yeah.
Sounds awesome.
Bands from all over the world.
Cool. And so you've been involved for a number of years,
A little
right?
over 10, going on 11
awesome.
years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What's your favorite part of Honk or favorite memory?
Well, I got married at Honk, Texas this past year.
Awesome.
So, like
That's
I said,
amazing.
it's more than just, it's a community. It's the closest thing I have to a religion, right? These are bands from all over the world that we're all friends. We go to each other's weddings. We go to each other's funerals.
That's amazing.
And we volunteer our time to help put on music in the streets for the people.
Great. So volunteering is a huge part of this. So
Absolutely.
Can you tell us more about how people might be able to get involved? Or
Well, just about anything you can imagine. The big thing we look for is housing. We don't
Okay.
put up bands in hotels. We rely on anyone in the community who wants to volunteer their home to put up
Wow.
any number of musicians, because we have 25 bands this year, I believe. It's usually 25 to 27 musicians from all over the world coming in here looking
That's
for
awesome.
places to stay.
Wow.
We look for food vouchers from local businesses to donate for the bands so they can eat on Saturday. We look for people to come on the day of the Saturday festival in Davis Square to just help run things, help pass buckets around,
Okay.
and just get the gears rolling, that sort
Yeah.
of thing. Anything you want to know, you can find on honkfest.org.
Honkfest.org.
Or find us on Facebook and message us there.
Okay.
Get you in contact with
Great.
the right people.
Nice. And you mentioned there's a Saturday festival, and
Yes.
there's also
So
two
Friday
other
through
parts.
Saturday. This is October 11th through the 13th.
Okay.
The holiday weekend previously known as Columbus Day, now known as Indigenous Peoples
Yes.
Day, as far as I'm concerned. Friday, we will be in Davis Square doing a lantern parade. So if you come in the afternoon, you'll find our friends from Parts and Crafts, who are like a kitty maker space
Okay.
based out of Somerville. We'll be there
Cool.
making lanterns with local kids can come in, make lanterns, and we'll do parades from Davis Square out into the neighborhood
Okay.
and then reconvene. Bands will
Awesome.
be going from there. Then we'll be heading over to Bow Street Market, where all the bands will play for free, open to the public, of course.
Nice.
This is all free, by the way, if I haven't mentioned that. Saturday is our big day where we take over Davis Square from noon to 8 p.m. Each band will play an hour set, multiple stages all throughout Davis Square. We shut down the streets.
Wow.
We take it over. We play music all day for free and into the night. And then Sunday we'll be parading from Davis Square to Harvard Square.
So it's quite an endeavor.
And that's right. And if you still haven't had enough after that, you can come down to Providence for the Pronk Festival,
Okay.
which is an independently organized festival, but that's kind of like if you take those 3 days and squish it down into one day,
Okay.
that's what Pronk is.
Cool. And is that soon or
That will be the Monday after.
the Monday
sorry.
after? Okay, great.
Yes.
So yeah, you
So
can have a
Friday,
whole
Saturday,
marathon.
Sunday, Monday, and just between you and me, I also organize an unofficial Thursday pre-honk,
Okay.
which will be in Union Square.
Okay, nice.
But don't tell anyone.
All right, Cambridge. Well, there's plenty to do at this year's Honk Festival. It's October 11th through 13th. Check it out at honkfest.org and do not miss it. It's going to be a honkin' good time.